Yo guys, what's going on? This is Mike here, also known as Madness RS, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a guide on Skeletal Wyverns with melee. I've already tried making this video for this is probably the fourth time. I actually uploaded the last one, but I did it in resizable mode and I kind of messed up on the dimensions and it ended up being in terrible quality even though it was 720p. Kind of felt like it was like 240p or some crap like that, I don't even know. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is going to be an in-depth guide, but I will do something a little bit different. I actually won't be doing 3 different trips with all the gear setups. I will just be showing the gear and I will do one trip with my own personal setup. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah guys. Alright guys, so my personal favorite setup for the max gear, you are going to want to have, well, first of all actually, for the stats, I recommend you have 85 plus of each stat to be able to do decent amount of kills here. So for me, I have 96 attack, 99 strength, and 90 defense. So yeah, for the gear, you want to take a Serpentine Helm, a Fire Cape, Amulet of Fury, Abyssal Whip, Bandos Chestplate, Dragon Fire Shield, Bandos Tassets, Bandos Boots for the range defense, Barrels Gloves, and a Beering Eye. Now, you must have a Dragon Fire Shield, Mind Shield, or an Elemental Shield, either one. A regular anti-shield will not work. And yeah, so I chose this setup because it goes with max strength and very high range defense, as you can see. And if we pull out the calculator real quick, for those of you wondering, at the moment, let me check Zora scales. It's actually not coming up, but okay, there it is. 180 GP. So let's take this 180 GP average, multiply that by 11,000 to fill up your entire helm. That will cost you almost 2 million. Now, with this setup, you use 2% per trip. With the medium setup, which is here in my inventory, you use about 3% for your trip. 2.5 to 3, and with the low level setup, you use 3 to 3.5. So we're going with my setup here. 2% a trip means you will have 50 trips. 50 trips in total, and you will be able to get around 750 to 800 kills in 50 trips, which is well over 2 million. It's almost quadruple that amount, so you're pretty much set to go. Plus Serpentine Helm, it has the 5 strength bonus with the Venom stack, and yeah, so that's for the gear for the max level. Now for the medium setup, if you are in the level 80 attack, 80 strength, and 80 defense, I would highly recommend that you take this setup. And I don't know why my strength cape is not okay. So Varrock's Helm, strength cape, or if you don't have a skill cape, you could take a Legends cape, or if you have a fire cape, you could take a fire cape. Amulet of Fury, Abyssal Whip is a must. Carol's leather top, Varrock's plate skirt, Mind Shield, Barrel's gloves, Dragon boots, and a Berserker ring, regular. Now with this setup, you get still 233 range defense with a pretty high strength bonus, and yeah, it's a pretty good way to go. Now for the low level setup, if you absolutely don't have most of the items, I don't know why this is not switching. Okay, this would be the setup I recommend. So you still have 227 range defense, and you have a decent strength bonus, I guess, with rune gloves, strength cape. Again, you could take a Legends cape or fire cape, but this time glory and a ring of life with dragon boots, and torso Varrock stays the same with an elemental shield. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an entire trip with my max setup and show you guys how that's like. And yeah, I guess whichever setup you take, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. The speed at which you kill them isn't going to be affected way too much. It won't be like an absolute huge difference, but you know, it's always better to have the best. Now, when you're at the bank, you want to have Varrock teleports, teleport to house, 1 super combat potion. You will only be using 2 sips of that potion, by the way. 15 potato with cheese. And for the special attack weapon, now people tell me take a D-Mace, and I know that D-Mace has crush, but I personally take a DDS, and I will show you why, because it still does destroy those things pretty bad. So once you're ready, teleport to your house, and you want to set your house in Remington. Exit your house portal and run straight south. If I turn my compass, you run south, and then you start going southeast, and then you start running completely east around this little corner. So when you flick Piety, which you should be doing, or flick your best prayer, do not pray mage, praying mage or range is a waste. There's a prayer altar here, so you can prayer flick piety all you want, and the next trip you recharge. So you don't need to waste any prayer potions or drink any of the prayer potions that they drop. Now go down the dungeon and follow the path. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Once you follow the path, you will come to this pirate located area, and you will just keep following the path east, and you'll eventually come to this icy looking place. This is the correct place to be at, and yeah. So once you are here, you will find a little bit to the south an icy cavern, and you want to enter it, and here are the skeletal wyverns. Now this first room is the range room, and the second room is the melee room. You want to find a wyvern. I just jacked this, guys, I feel bad. Anyways, pot up, and I have to train attack, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you do have a dragon fire shield, or as you could see, my DDS is doing a decent amount of damage. Yeah, see, DDS is, in my opinion, much better than the D-Maze since it has 2 hits. You make sure you have a dragon fire shield or mind shield or elemental shield. If not, you will be getting hit constant 40s, and they honestly destroy you really bad. Don't move your spawn, because they do spawn very quick. So as you can see, I just killed that one, and there you go, it's back again. So yeah, everybody here takes their own wyvern. Nobody really moves out of their spot. As you can see, she's waiting for it, and watch, it should appear any second now. There you go. It's like 5 to 6 seconds, and they spawn. I believe their spawn rate is like 7 seconds. I'm not even sure. But anyways, guys, I'm really sorry that I couldn't show you the trips with the 3 different gear setups. Reason being is because today, this video actually is the 4th time me recording it, and honestly, I've had to come here in that medium level gear, and for you guys it takes a couple seconds. Ooh, that's nice shot. But for me, I have to stand there and tank with a full inventory of potato with cheese in the low level gear. It's pretty much the same concept. Everything is exactly the same. If you do bring the medium gear setup, you obviously want to take a couple more food, and that's pretty much it. If you bring the low level setup, I recommend you just leave this bottom row empty and everything else take food. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to exactly take the gear that I showed you. I just averaged it out for medium players and low level players. If you have something that can replace it, even if you're level 80 that has all the low level gear that I had, but you have a fire cape, obviously bring the fire cape. Don't take a legends cape. If you have any advantages, just pretty much for skeletal wyverns, what you want to do is max out your range defense and your strength bonus. That's pretty much it, and you're set to go. As you can see though, even in this setup, it still takes a decent amount of time for me to kill them, because they are weak to crush. But everybody uses a whip. I mean, I don't understand how the concept works. I've tried crush weapons, such as just hitting them with the D-Mace, but that's very inaccurate, and it rarely actually hits. That guy has his own wyvern there. Yeah, and I've tried a Zami Hasta on the crush mode and on the stab mode, and neither of them work that well. I mean, stab is very good. It pokes like random 45s out of nowhere, but the accuracy is pretty crap. You start hitting a bunch of zeros one after another. So yeah, anyways guys, that's pretty much it. So the money average around here per hour is, if you can manage 4 trips an hour with this setup that I have now, you actually average 200k a trip to 250k. So if you are lucky, you will manage above 300k a trip. I've had a trip where I got like 200 magic logs constantly. They drop 35 noted. They drop lots of rune items, you know, Ranar seeds, earth battle staffs, and even if they don't, their bones are worth a lot. As you can see, I got an unlucky drop, which is the air runes drop. I'm gonna be a little douche and take this guy's wyvern. At least I'm gonna try. Come on. Yes, thank you. He's gonna curse me out. Yeah, a lot of people do that, so it's not the best place to AFK. But anyways guys, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like down below and comment. Tomorrow I will be recording a video on Dagonoth Rex only. It will be for people who are quote unquote called Rex killers, and yeah, it will be an in-depth guide, and I will show you guys how to do everything properly to maximize your Rex kills at DKs. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you make a lot of money at Skeletal Wyverns. And yeah guys, thank you for everything, and peace out.